Hello everyone, I'm Timmy Trickle and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm bringing you the reviews of 4 movies, and before I get started, I had to rewatch these movies. It's been a while since I've seen them. Um, they are a part of my 31 Days of October. I decided to watch all 4 movies just to refresh my memory what they were about, and of course I remember what they were about, but I haven't seen them in so long. um, I decided, well, I'll go ahead and rewatch them and go ahead and do reviews for them. So the 4 movies I'm going to be reviewing are directed by the great late Wes Craven, and it is the Scream franchise. I will be starting off with the original movie, and then I will do all 4 reviews, and then I will be doing a ranking of the 4 movies as well. So look forward to all those videos here shortly. But let's get on with the original movie, Scream, which was released on December 20th, 1996, to positive reviews with critics. It currently holds a 7.2 out of 10 on IMDb, a 79% on Rotten Tomatoes, an 89% on Google, and Roger Ebert of the Chicago Sun-Times gave it 3 out of 4 stars. And this movie was inspired by the real-life case of the Gainesville Ripper. Um, for those of you who don't know, he murdered 8 people uh, back in the 90s, and uh, he ultimately was arrested, caught, and he was put to death by lethal injection. I believe it was 2006. Um, but this is what inspired the movie. And like I said, this is directed by Wes Craven and written by Kevin Williamson. This movie had a $15 million budget, and it made $173 million at the box office. So it was a huge hit. And this movie is responsible by some people saying that it revived the slasher genre. I don't necessarily agree with that. There were other slasher movies before this in the 90s that, in my opinion, kept the slasher genre going. But nevertheless, this did deliver a knockout punch to the horror genre from Wes Craven. He's one of the great masters of horror, and yeah, this really hits the spot from the opening scene. But this movie stars Neve Campbell, Courtney Cox, David Arquette, Skeet Ulrich, Matthew Lillard, Jamie Kennedy, Drew Barrymore, Liev Schreiber, Henry Winkler, and the voice of the Ghostface Killer is Roger L. Jackson, who does all 4 of the movies. This movie was nominated for 6 Saturn Awards, and it won 3. It won for Best Actress for Neve Campbell, for Best Horror Film, and for Best Writing for Kevin Williamson. There was nominations for Best Director for Wes Craven, and a few others as well. But this movie is about the small town of Woodsboro, and Sidney Prescott's mom was killed. A year later, she's being uh, pretty much pursued uh, by a killer, and she's being called. There's a distinct voice with these phone calls. So, with the help of her friends, a TV reporter, Gail Weathers, um, and a police officer, Dewey, played by David Arquette, which is kind of goofy in this movie, but nonetheless, he plays it to a T. Uh, Courtney Cox is really good in this movie as well. But besides Neve Campbell being a standout in this movie, to me, one of the best characters is Randy, played by Jamie Kennedy. To me, this is his best performance in a movie, besides another one, which we'll be talking about shortly. But he does a great job. He knows everything about horror movies, and he's the guy to go to if you want to survive a horror movie. But this is about 2 people pursuing to try and kill Sidney Prescott. You have Billy and Stu, played by Skeet Ulrich and Matthew Lillard, respectively. And Billy is upset that Sydney's mom had slept with his father, and it split up the marriage. And so he was out for revenge. And yes, these movies will have spoilers. If you haven't seen the movies, where in the heck you been? They've been out for a long time. But ultimately, they start knocking off students. The death of the principal, played by Henry Winkler, was pretty cool. Some of the kills were really nice. But the story, the writing, the directing is amazing. This is considered a cult classic now. And I can see why. This is a great movie. It was great to watch it again. I haven't seen it forever, but I still loved it like I did back then. Is it a perfect movie? No, it's not a perfect movie, but it is a solid slasher movie. And like I said, it delivered a knockout punch to the horror genre. And Wes Craven is known for that. He's done a lot of classic horror movies in the past, and he did a great job with the start of this franchise. And yeah, Scream is a great movie. The opening scene with Drew Barrymore, I love Drew Barrymore. She's my favorite actress. But the opening scenes with Drew Barrymore are excellent. And this is just a great slasher film that I had some minor flaws with it, but nothing really too big. But it delivers everything you want. You got a body count. There is some humor. And overall, you just got a great movie. So with that, I'm going to give Scream a 9 out of 10 and 2 thumbs up. I love the characters, the acting. Jamie Kennedy and Neve Campbell really stand out. I love everyone else as well. And his direction and the writing of Kevin Williamson is on point. And this is one I definitely recommend that you check out. Definitely around the October 31 Days season, which is what I do. I just love horror movies. I was just going to watch the one today, but I decided to watch the whole series and do all the reviews. So that is my take on the original Scream movie. So in the comment section below, let me know your thoughts and opinions of this movie. And let me know who your favorite character in this movie was. Mine, it's neck and neck between Randy and Sydney. But yeah, it is a great movie. Highly recommend it if you haven't already seen it. But other than that, and if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon, and let's talk about movies. If you want, hit the like button if you like this review, and share this video with all your friends and family, and all your social media outlets as well, Facebook, Twitter, whatever you use. The more the merrier on my channel, the funner it is for me. But other than that, I thank you guys for watching yet another movie review, and look forward to other movie reviews of the Scream franchise here shortly. Until then, I thank you for watching, and check you later.